This is me, Del Kelly. I'm a typical high school girl who's just a typical senior doing typical things, and one of which is trying to find happiness. So for my 30-day challenge, I chose a book called The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin, a woman in which wanted to find happiness but was always faced with the problem of feeling this constant nagging depression. So she set out on a journey where she laid out one topic a month where she would try and find happiness in. So I did the same, but I shrinked it down to 30 days. I looked at the 12 topics she chose, and I picked 10 that were applicable to me. And then I made it a priority to pick 5 of them that then I would do for the next 4 weeks. First thing, I knew that I needed to lighten up. Being a senior in high school, it can get pretty easy just to start complaining. So I knew that lightening up was my first problem that I would address. When faced with the problem of how I would do this, I remembered that I have a 10-year-old sister who is constantly lightened up. She has enough energy for everyone to run off of. So I partnered up with her, and we began brainstorming how we would lighten up together, or she would lighten me up. We decided we needed to play more, and in order to play, we probably needed to spend a little money on the way, so that's what we did. Since Kenna is 10, she knows a lot of kind-hearted jokes, so she spent an awful lot of time telling me all of her knock-knock jokes, her various other small punchline jokes that then I would know and help make me smile. We then started our Saturday dates where we would go to the movies and we would probably go to our favorite restaurant. Every once in a while though, when we didn't have time to spend money or play, she would help me around the house with my homework so that I could get an A. Ultimately, because of her, I learned that if I make a little time to play, and I carve out a little bit of my extra money so that we can spend to play, I wasn't as grumpy, and I didn't really have that much to complain about. So, ultimately, I was lightened up. Second on the list was to remember love. And since I'm not married like Gretchen Rubin is, it was a little bit harder for me to find a place to put this in. But when prom came around, and I knew a pretty special boy that was willing to take me, I had no option but to respond with yes. So, he dressed up, and I put on a new dress, and we spent the whole night taking pictures, eating dinner, and lastly, dancing with all of our friends at prom. Next on the list, I needed to aim higher. So I created a to-do list of all the things I didn't want to do, and I started doing them, such as finding a roommate, making sure all my college papers were turned in, and lastly, putting on an event for students. Before I knew it, the list was shrinking down, and I was finally having less on my plate. I thought I was done. I had learned to lighten up, remember love, and aim higher. But then, a group approached me about a concept called Skate for Change, and I couldn't say no. This would be my finale so that I could accomplish my happiness project. change is an idea that was tossed around by a bunch of teens, where they packed bags together and they passed them out to homeless while skateboarding on their skateboards.
When I lost it, yeah, you held my hand, but I tossed it.
So the group got together one night and we packed 80 bags full of water, granola bars, gum, fruit snacks, some crackers, and a couple other snacks that we found nutritional. And then one Saturday, we all took it upon ourselves and we met downtown with our skateboards so that we could begin our own Skate for Change to pass on happiness.
Well, we rushed it, moving way too fast, and we crushed it, but it's in the past. We can make this leap through the curtains of the waterfall.
We mapped out 4 different locations across the city that we wanted to address, and that we would make it a priority to find as many homeless people as possible to hand out these food bags to. And with very little idea of what to expect, we set out on our own.
Just a boy with a broken toy, all lost and coy. So it's here I stand as a broken man, but I found my friend. Now I'm falling down through the crashing sound, and you come around. And you rush to me, and it sets us free. So I fall to my knees. So say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo.
Constantly refilling our backpacks and making sure everybody had enough, we realized that 80 bags was simply not enough to meet the demand downtown. So our new goal was to pass out all 80 bags and make sure that we come back another day and keep doing it.
The garden was blessed by the gods of me and you. We headed westward to find ourselves some truth. Oh, what you waiting for? No, what you waiting for? We counted all our reasons, excuses that we made. We found ourselves some treasure and threw it all away. Oh, what you waiting for? No, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? No, what you waiting for?
When I was originally approached about helping out with Skate for Change, I thought to myself, awesome, this can be part of my happiness project. But what I didn't understand was that if we're all striving for our own happiness project, we end up passing on happiness to others. Happiness isn't a feeling that can only be felt in one person. If everybody is equally striving and equally working to make happiness a priority, we as a community can make happiness happen. My own happiness project only lasted 30 days, but its effects will last a lifetime. I learned a lot of lessons that I wouldn't have learned outside of doing this. Happiness isn't fake or unobtainable. If you work hard enough, it is a feeling that you can reach.
When I dance alone and the sun's beating down, blame it on me. When I lose control and the veil's overused.
So make a list, find a group, and create your own project, because happiness is possible.
What you waiting for? No, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? No, what you waiting for?
Y'all look at, oh, look at that. What's your say?
Hold this, man.
Oh,
I'm real.
and we got a girl. I know she can well catch
I want to try it,
with
man.
y'all.
Hold it.
I know. That's what I
Hey, get this on camera. I'm from Detroit, and I don't know a damn thing about skateboarding. Just I heard Lil Wayne. Don't worry about it, man. I'm doing this at my own free will. Got it? See, black man ain't never done no shit like this before. Not me. But I'm going to try today. If I like it, I'm getting one. But all far as that jumping off shit, ain't nothing happening.
Oh.
Hey, I ain't think a black man can do it. There you go. He done did it. Hey, I want one of them. Hell yeah. I'm about to